just found the apartment. I'm on our balcony checking out the view of Dubrovnik Old Town. It is absolutely stunning. It's late in the afternoon. Okay, we're in between Mostar and Dubrovnik. We're about 1 hour outside of Mostar, and we've just pulled into this small town here to get something to eat and have a bit of a stretch of the legs. I'll put the name of the village on the screen now, because at this stage I don't know actually what it's called. But just look at this building here with the shrapnel and bullet holes. It's just riddled with it. Just quite amazing. So we're going to have a bit of a wander through here. Really awesome little town that we're in. Look at this building over here. So another building here behind me, just amazing. Have a look at these buildings, just riddled, absolutely riddled with shrapnel, bullet holes. Have a look at it. Oh my God, I find that quite fascinating. Obviously completely and utterly overgrown. Come across these old foundations in this very strange village that we're in. But have absolutely no idea what was here. There's like a rectangle and circular foundations. If there's anyone watching this video that might be able to suggest what these were used for, please make a comment. Thank you. Okay, we are in the old school cafe bar. Tiny, isn't it? This looks like looks pretty good to me. Only the outside of it.
Yeah, it's still dirty.
Abba. Yeah, can you believe it? We still don't actually know where we are. Do we even know? I've got some idea that we're in the Balkans and on planet Earth. Other than that, I have no idea. Okay, here it is. This is our first look at Dubrovnik. You can see it down there. We've just come through the border control from Bosnia into Croatia, of course, and we're making our way down there to try and find. We've got an apartment here for 2 nights. It's about almost 4 p.m. In the afternoon. It's a Sunday, and we're hopefully going to be down there in the next 10 minutes or so. See you there. Okay, well, this looks really good. Jessica's just trying to find out if we're actually in the right spot here or not. So we're in the hills overlooking the the old town of Dubrovnik. It looks absolutely spectacular. It's going to be, we think the apartment is around somewhere here where we are now, but we're not entirely sure. So, but either way, it's going to be pretty close to where we are, we think. So that's the sort of distance we've got. So we're close, but it's very steep. So there's a lot of these steps, of course, to get down to the water level. So hopefully we can locate the apartment and get settled. We've been on the road today. We've come from Mostar in Bosnia. So what we're starting to learn is that Google Maps is suggesting maybe 2-3 hours, but in reality, by the time you clear the border control and so on, our estimate's probably another 20-30% on top of that. So we're going to start allowing a bit of extra time between destinations here. Wow, we have just found the apartment. I'm on our balcony checking out the view of Dubrovnik Old Town. It is absolutely stunning. It's late in the afternoon. We'll do a bit of a walk through. This is the balcony that we're on now. Before we trash the place, I'll have a bit of a look through. You can see the sort of height we are. There's still a little bit of the hill up there, but we'll walk through the apartment. Turn the lights on, sweetie. The apartment's got a living area through here, TV, dining area. Trying to work out how you turn all the lights on, but anyway, small kitchen which will be perfect. We may have a meal in here. We're here for 2 nights. We've got a couple of Ollie's chilling out on the bed. We've got another bedroom in here. Jessica's nosing around in the cupboards, and a small bathroom. And we've got our own car spot as well. So, and okay, sweetie, we'll gonna have a bit of a rest, and then we'll be heading down here tonight to get some dinner for sure. Can't wait to get down at the water's edge and check it out. So we've got 2 full days. So. It's going to be fun. Okay, I'm not sure how well this is coming up on the camera, but my goodness, this is such a beautiful scene here. Where this is looking at Dubrovnik from our balcony, can you believe? There's the old wall of the old town down there, beautifully lit. We've been blessed with a warm day today. It was 11-12 degrees, and the nice sunset there in the distance, with the pink sky. Just really beautiful spot. Goodness. So we're now in the main area in Dubrovnik. It's about 6 p.m. in January.
It's what every fake shopping mall is trying to be.
But this is for real. Look how shiny the floor is. So tonight we've gone for an Italian Croatian restaurant here. You can see it's quite warm tonight. Makes a big difference from being in Belgrade and Sarajevo. It's quite wouldn't call it balmy, but it's certainly pleasant enough to sit outside. This is the restaurant that we've chosen. Barracuda. Is that the name of it? Ollie has ordered a lasagna.
Can I just mention, just a big shout out to all these kittens.
Our friends who have joined us.
We've ordered them.
Lots of pussycats here, I'm afraid.
Here.
Not a huge fan myself.
This guy
But
back
anyway,
here.
and this one here.
This one.
We've ordered
Yeah.
we've ordered them a selection of meat dishes and then a pizza, and then on top of their main dish, which is probably spaghetti, and then the dessert on top of their they've got a milk bowl.
Yeah, but we haven't ordered anything for the cats.
That's what I just said. We ordered stuff for the cats. The guy just came down and we ordered.
While we're doing that, we ordered for them.
I don't think so. Food's here. We're eating once again.
This looks pretty good.
That looks, Georgia looks like she's got don't do that, mate.
I have a rock.
Yeah. What do you think, mate?
Cheese, George.
Yeah.
Thank you. Good morning, everybody. This is our first morning in Dubrovnik. My goodness, look what sort of day that we've got going on here. It is beautiful. I'm out here in my t-shirt. It's the middle of January 2020. That is the Adriatic Sea out there. That is the old town of Dubrovnik, or the walled old town of Dubrovnik. We have a full day here today, staying here again tonight. Leaving probably mid-morning tomorrow. You can see the cable cars running up there. We've got a packed itinerary today. There's a whole bunch of stuff, of course, we want to go and have a look at down in the walled city. So can't wait to get down there and explore it. Last night when we were walking back, we bought some barek and some yogurt and so on. So we're having our breakfast in our apartment this morning. We'll look at getting some lunch down in the old town, and we're planning to cook a meal in the apartment tonight, seeing as how we were out for dinner last night. So we'll give that a go. So see you in a while. So heading out on the day, we're leaving. This is the back of our apartment here in Dubrovnik. Our car there. We're gonna make the huge trek. It's a bit of a walk down here. Lots of stairs. We did it last night. It's about 6 or 7 minutes down and maybe 30 or 40 minutes back up. Lots of steps to tackle.
On the first leg downward, there's 230.
Oh, did you count them, mate?
Yeah.
So you can get an idea. This is where we've got to walk all the way down there.
From the bottom of there to there, it's 213 steps.
Good work, mate. Okay, George. Go ahead, Scout.
Good for your glutes.
So here's the main entrance into the old town. You just sort of see once again there's not a cloud in the sky. My goodness, it's always wonderful when you're anticipating it to be cold, windy and wet, and you end up getting a day like this in the middle of January. We're pretty much in our t-shirts. It'll be warm enough to put some shorts. I think there's a top of maybe 15 or 16 degrees today, so really good. So anyway, let's head on in and check out the sights. So now we're heading onto the top of the wall and have a bit of a walk around. More steps. Pull it up, you cretins. Okay. So it's a one-way system. We're going to do a loop around the top of the walls. It takes about 1 hour to walk it completely. So you can see the sort of view we're going to get. Here's the main. I forget the name of this strip here, but I'll put it on the screen now. But that there is the sort of main plaza, I guess you'd call it, running through the middle. Our apartment is up there in the hills, so you can see the wall runs around the top there. We'll get a great view of the Adriatic when we get up to the top. Just the scene now looking back up the hill towards our apartment. Some work going on down here. I bet that's never ending. A place like this. And here is a great view of the Adriatic. We're now at the highest point of the wall on the southern side, and just magnificent down there. Water looks so good. Illustrating that people are still, lots of people still living in the old town. These all these apartments, old apartments here, townhouses, I don't know what you call them, but it's right across there. I'm not quite sure of the distance, but out there somewhere is Italy, across the Adriatic Sea. I mean, it's a vision like this that I guess draws people like us to come across the other side of the world to check it out. But my goodness, it has not disappointed. Such a beautiful, beautiful area. This is the fortification point on the corner. Obviously the prime position for attacks. Yeah, look at the tiles up there.
Real estate project.
Definitely needs a re-roof.
Bit of work. The location's good.
So this would probably most likely be the optimal position to defend it.
Are you defending it, are you?
Well, it's
There you go. Grab your cannon.
What do you reckon, mate? What do you got? Oh yeah, this is cool. Look at that. Perfect placements. So the gunner has got 3 primary spots to cover all corners. This is pretty cool. This is a viewing part, but you can get an idea of how thick the wall is. My God, my arm is stretched all the way in now, and I'm not even halfway through that. So it's roughly, I'll have a guess and say it's about 1.2, 1.3 meters thick. Okay, on the eastern end now. Still as spectacular as the western end. So we're about halfway around the circle, or doing the 360-degree walk of the old town. Most of it you spent at the same level. There's a couple of spots where you've sort of got to go up and down, but it's a reasonably easy walk though. Hardest bit's just getting up on top of the wall. Once you get up on top of it, no issue. Yeah.
It's the area on the map that they showed all the roofs had been blown up, and you can tell that all
Oh yeah, new ones. Yeah, we were looking at a map. The entire old town was sort of peppered with mortar and small arms during the Balkan War in the mid-90s. So all of these new tiles you see are no doubt the replacements for the damage that was caused during that conflict. In fact, now that we've pointed it out, they really do stand out quite a lot compared to the old tiles. Okay, back down the steps. Down here going for a swim. Oh my goodness, that looks super refreshing. Okay, in the marina area now. It's midday, bang on midday, hence the bells. So I dread to think what it might cost to moor your boat in here.
Can you swim?
Kids are on the hunt, and so is Mummy, I reckon,
Ice
for
cream.
an ice cream. It's that sort of day. So we'll go and yeah, look at the little sub. That's like what we've seen in Liverpool.
Yeah, but Liverpool one was 10 times smaller.
It was tiny, wasn't it? kids are desperate to have a swim in the water. I don't know, we'll certainly go and have a walk down there out onto the point. My guess is the water is freezing. I like this, get an opportunity to get close up to the terracotta tiles. A good look, these are some of the original tiles. So I have no idea how old they are. I'm guessing maybe 500 years old, something like that. Pretty amazing. Okay, this is the highest point at the top of the turret.
This is great.
So we're now on the sort of main road here that runs through the old town. We walked through here last night also. Lovely side. Look at the view up these side alleys here. It's been a while since we've done a... Oh, that rings a bell. It's been a while since we've done a hot chocolate review. We're in Dubrovnik. Kids are pretty impressed with this one. Let's have a look inside of it, Ollie.
So it's like it's like a hot mousse.
And you get some on the spoon, maybe.
Yeah.
And
like it's.
Oh yeah. So what would you?
It's
George?
not a.
George, how would you?
It's not a drink. It's like it's very.
It's like a dessert. Like a dessert.
This is what you do if you spill it on your jumper.
Wonderful, mate.
Do that.
So, what would you rate it out of 10? 1 being absolute rubbish, 10 being
is it just on
totally
this holiday
amazing.
or
No, just this particular drink. How would you rate this particular hot chocolate
rate
compared to the
it-
others that you've had on this trip?
like an 8.5.
And you've got it all around your lips as well, I might add.
9.5.
9.5.
Wow.
Okay, the coffee's pretty good. Happy with
my
that?
choice.
Yeah.
I've learnt not to order lattes.
Lattes,
Just
yeah,
get a-
double flat.
just
It's because you've had an extra
bucket of
shot in
milk.
it. It's an extra shot, that's what does it. Okay, so just give you an idea of some of the outrageous prices you're paying in the old town. 2 coffees, 2 hot chocolates, 158 of the local currency is $34.21 Australian cents. My goodness. You wouldn't want to be eating and drinking in here over a 2-week period, that's for sure. It's okay for a bit of a treat, but it was nothing that special either, to be honest. But there you go. On the beach. This is called Uvalid Lapid. I think I'm pronouncing that correctly. Not much sand. It's typical of these parts, I guess. This looks pretty cool in the summertime. There's a slide into the water here. I bet it's absolutely packed in the warmer months along here. You can see how clear the water is down here. Get down to water level. Okay, signing off on this Dubrovnik video. It's the 14th of January 2020. We've had just over 2 days here in Dubrovnik. I'm on the balcony at the moment of our apartment that we've had. You can see just how clear and beautiful this morning is again. It's around about 10 AM in the morning. We are heading out of here this morning. Sad to be going. It's such a wonderful destination here in Dubrovnik. We have had a really good look around. We went across to the beach yesterday, did the walk around the old town walls yesterday also. But yeah, it's certainly lived up to expectations. It's a wonderful place to visit. We hope to get back here again one day, who knows when, but thank you, Dubrovnik. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe to our future posts. Today we've got a reasonably short drive. We're heading to Kotor in Montenegro. See you there.